Hey everyone. Hi, hi. Hey, I'm here. Oh my god, where's the viewers? Come on in. Let's send me text. Hello everyone. Welcome to Lifestyle Envy. Let me get started. How's everyone day going? Got some great topics tonight. Hi everyone. Hi. Hi, welcome to Lifestyle Envy. I've been gone on the holiday and I'm really just getting back. I had a lot going on. hmm We're going to get started. We got a lot to talk about. I think the glare is in these glasses. Let's get started. Hi, welcome to Lifestyle MB with Dambrielle Wright. And we got some great topics to talk about tonight. We're going to recap the Married to Medicine. We're going to recap Real Housewives of Potomac. We're going to update on the new law allegations against Diddy that came down today. We're going to talk about Krishan, an update on Krishan as well, and we have much more. If there's something you guys would like to talk about, you put it in the comments, and we can go from there. So again, welcome to Lifestyle Envy. Let's get started. Our first topic of the day will be. Let me pull it up here. We can go ahead and get started on Real Housewives of Potomac. And this is season 8. This is season 8, episode 5. So Real Housewives of Potomac started off this Sunday with Quad and well, I've got the wrong thing up here. Hold on one moment. Started off tonight with Giselle, Mia, and Ashley was out shopping for their trip for Austin, Texas. How everybody doing today? You can put a comment in the put a 1 in the comments if you can hear me clear. And we're going to get started with the Real Housewives of Potomac recap. Let me turn this music down. Okay. And Giselle and Maya and Ashley was out shopping for their trip to Austin, Texas, and they started discussing the pickle bowl, which Karen gave the week before. Basically, they were talking about, saying that the storyline you can see the season is going to be, because they're going to drag this out, is going to be about Wendy's mother practicing voodoo, being a witch. All these are allegedly, these are the girls' allegations. And this is my opinion that I am sharing. But also, yes, so they were talking about. The allegations that Nika made against Wendy's mother, the phone call she supposed to made, to her in-laws about uh submitting her name to a shrine and different things of that matter. So basically Giselle, Mia, and Ashley again was out shopping for their trip to Austin, Texas, and they said that they honestly believe what Nika is saying. They said that she's an attorney, she's a smart girl, and they believe what she's saying. Then it goes into and then Giselle goes to talking about, how so Giselle thing is they really have this thing against Dr. Wendy. Okay. That is going to be their storyline. Wendy is going to be the villain this season, as you see. And the storyline that they are pushing is that, Wendy mother is a witch. So they were saying that, that they believe Nika. Also, they were saying that, Giselle was like, yeah, is she like the way Nika husband was Mr. Tough Guy up against Dr. Wendy's husband, which is Eddie, saying how she really appreciated, him being tough, telling Eddie, well, man, say it with your chest out if you don't know me. Just tell me that you don't know me. And that this is the storyline that they're pushing against Dr. Wendy. So what do you guys think so far as that? Are you guys watching The Real Housewives of Potomac tonight? Well, Sunday night, each Sundays? Okay, then moving along, they went to Eddie. Then they went to the scene where Wendy and Eddie were out to lunch, and they were discussing the pickleball as well. And Eddie was saying that, that Nika husband was going to fight him over Facebook, unfriending that he didn't know him. And Wendy was saying, they went to college. They did go to the same university, but unfortunately, they went to the same university at different years. So she was saying that, he really did not know him. And, people in college, and, it's a college dorm. So it's a lot of people there, basically, is what Dr. Wendy was saying. So said that they're still sticking to the story that they really doesn't know him. So that's what their storyline going to be, is that they don't know him. But Wendy was saying that, that that he's just not a rememberable person. I don't remember him. So that was that scene. Moving it forward, Nika and her husband. The next scene was Nika and her husband at the doctor's office. Okay, I Shanique says, I think there may be some truth to the shrine situation. Yeah, I'm going to get to that, And like I said, Wendy is my girl, but you gotta call a spade when there is a believable story there. So we're going to get to that though. I kind of agree with you a little bit. I don't know if she's really practicing voodoo on them, but the things that Wendy read off, it doesn't sound too good, So we're going to get to that though. Yeah, so Nika and her husband goes to the doctor appointment, and they're discussing Nika getting pregnant, and Nika husband goes to the doctor appointment. They're discussing Nika's getting pregnant. The doctor did go ahead and confirm to her and her husband that everything is fine with her. It's just about timing, and that was that. The next thing was Mia and Gordon having a sit down with a therapist discussing their financial difficulties and how hard it was for them to go ahead and downsize and different things in that matter. So Mia and Gordon was having a sit down with the therapist discussing their financial difficulties. downsizing their home, saying it is causing problems in their marriage. Um, they Mia was saying that she had went ahead and retained a divorce lawyer, and saying that Gordon basically just doesn't listen to her. She was pushing that Gordon retire. How are you going to retire, and you're having financial difficulties with the company? Like, make it make sense. So I just think Mia just be talking off the top of her head. Just throw anything out there to see what is going to stick. We all know that we seen in the stories and that Nia and her husband were divorcing. They were going through some financial difficulties. They were trying to say Nia marry him for the riches, for his money and different things in that matter. So she did touch on that a couple episodes ago. Someone asked her, did she marry him for his coin? And she said, I probably could have. So that's that. But I just think Mia and her husband just throwing anything out there to see what is going to stick. They really doesn't have a storyline because I honestly believe getting more into this episode. I honestly don't even believe when Mia says someone robbed her husband, a close friend of theirs, ran off with their money. They did an investment and different things like that. So it's hard for me to believe Mia. She's very her credibility is shot with me. I really don't believe anything she says. So, moving along, the girls are getting ready for their Austin trip. So they all meet up at the airport. Wendy, Ashley, Candace, all of them arrives first. Nika arrives. She does the interactions with the other girls, but her and Wendy said a few words, basically being cordial in each other's presence. So the girls arrive at the airport, and then they arrive. They go ahead and jump on a flight and arrive in Austin, Texas. Um, so then they rise in Austin, Texas, and Ashley says, we're going to put fire with fire, and we're going to put. Hold on one moment here. We're going to go ahead and they get in the car. They arrive at the hotel, and they really likes the hotel. They really love the hotel. Basically, they were trying to raise each cash trip they go on. They prepare themselves to try to get the best room. So they race for the rooms, but unfortunately, they was all at a hotel, so all the rooms was really like similar. So it really wasn't anything about that trying to get the best room. That was that part. Giselle asked Shanika Robinson. She thought Ashley was her friend. Okay, and then yeah, so they all got into the vehicles together. They were getting into the vehicles on the way from the airport to the hotel, and Ashley puts four girls in one vehicle, four girls in another vehicle, and she says that Candace, Robin in the car. So she puts Robin, uh, Candace, Robin. Okay, so in car one, it was Mia, Dr. Wendy, Candace, and Robin. Car two, it was Giselle, Ashley, Nika, and Kara. Robin says, I thought Ashley likes me. What's wrong with her? Why would she put me in the car with Candace? And Candace is trying to figure out what is the problem with Robin, basically because they trash each other each season at the reunion. Robin is mad at Candace because Robin felt like Candace just talked about her husband, talked about her marriage multiple times, and she's just over it. So basically, she doesn't want anything to do with Candace, but that's a part of Giselle because Candace says to Giselle later on in the episode, we'll get to that. But she said one car is fire and one car is earth. So again, they pulls up to the hotel. They really likes the hotel. Karen started talking about they really likes the hotel. They go and choose their rooms and different things in that matter, and then they all meet up and start having a few cocktails. So in the midst of them having a few cocktails, Robin and Mia goes off and talk along by themselves about Mia financial difficulties, what she's experiencing in her marriage, and she felt like she talked to Robin about it because Robin had already experienced um, what Mia is saying that happened with her and Gordy, that they invested with a friend, a silent investment with a friend, and he ran off with their money. Unfortunately, Robin, so Mia telling Robin her story, like what she's going through, and Robin like, oh, for real. So Robin just going along because Robin have already told what happened with her and her roommate Juan. So she says to Mia, don't tell me he killed. I mean, he died too. And Mia, did her little crocodile tears. Yes, he died. And I'm not making fun of anyone that has a mental illness or commit suicide, but I just honestly just don't believe Mia. Like, I really don't believe anything Mia says. So yeah, she says the guy that ran off and robbed her and her husband was a family friend. They did an investment again, and he passed away by committing suicide. So them are all allegations, and them are Mia claims. And Robin was just like, I don't even think she believed it, because she was just like basically said like, don't tell me he's not here any longer. So that was that. And Robin like, don't tell me he killed himself. Like everything that happened with the person that robbed her and Juan. So that's why Mia felt like it was okay to go discuss that with Robin. And in the midst of them discussing that, they moves forward to the area where the rest of the girls was at, and they all would start having drinks. As quick as they sat down, they brings up before that, Karen tells the girls, come on, let's address the elephant in the room, talking about Candace and Giselle. She said, come on, let's address the elephant in the room. So she went along and said, that's why I said Robin is picking a fight with Candace, because Giselle has a problem with Candace as well. And what I feel, my own opinion, is that I feel like they are trying to ice Candace out. So I feel like if they don't communicate with Candace, don't talk to her, don't film with her, refuse to film with her, that is the way that them shutting her out and forcing her off of the show. Quite a few girls always do that when they call themselves going against one girl. They team up on one girl, create an alliance, and that is what happened. They refuse to film with the person. They refuse to talk to the person. And Giselle says she just had enough of Candace. Candace had said some very mean things to her, and it harmed her family. So this is the story Robin and Giselle is saying about why they are not dealing with Candace this season. They just have nothing else to do with her. Moving forward. Okay. And what do you guys think? You have any comments about that with Candace? I'm trying to see if I can get the comments from YouTube. Hold on one moment. Hey, hey. They did Monique like that, right? Tamika, they did do Monique like that. Tamika Scott said they did Monique like that. I totally agree. And that is what they do. That is their MO, by shutting you out and not communicating with you. They feel that will destroy your that will destroy them, anyone from talking with you, and anyone filming with you. So that's how they try to move them out. So Candace did say that to Giselle, though. She said when when Karen said let's address the elephant in the room, Candace did say there's nothing to address. Basically Giselle thinks that by what I just repeated a couple times, by not talking to me and dealing with me, that I'll go away. She said, but her black ASS is there to stay. And I don't blame Candace. But I also think that Candace is a wordsmith, and she has a way with her tongue. And the thing about it is that you can say some things that will sting you. And the truth really hurts sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, I feel like the things that Candace is saying to Giselle are hit dog holler. I honestly feel that Candace is landing. She's landing her punches when she's verbally abusing Giselle, and that's what the Housewives is about. They are about, you know, insulting, shading one another, and each season they go lower and lower and lower. So I guess Giselle just feel like Kansas have went so low that it is unforgivable. So it's crazy. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the beef with Candace and Giselle and Robin and them trying to ice her out? Okay, so we're going to move along with that. Again, so after they have that topic, that's before Mia and Robin did come back to the group, join the group for drinks. So Mia and Robin joins the group again. And as immediately once they sit down, they were talking, they turned it right against again Dr. Wendy and her mother practicing voodoo. And this is where I say that, you got to make it make sense to me. I've been rooting for Dr. Wendy. I honestly feel like they is double teaming on her. They are creating an alliance against the Chocolate Girls. That's just what my personal opinion is. That they're creating this beef amongst all the Chocolate Girls against the fair skinned girls. And with that being said, Robin and Mia sits down and Karen is talking again about they're saying to Mia, well, what do you think, Mia? Giselle says to me, I'm sorry. Well, what do you think? Didn't Dr. Wendy's mom say something against you and your family on social media and different things in that matter? And Mia was like, oh, we got to revisit that. Like she really did want to revisit that because her and Dr. Wendy have come to trace drew a line in the sand that they were going to, try to move forward as adults and be cordial and casual to respectable to one another. So Mia was saying, so, oh God, we got to go revisit that. And as Mia saying that, Wendy pulls up the statement and read it. And what did she do that for? Because it clearly fitted the storyline, what they are trying to create against her, what her mother was saying. So it was like, girl, don't repeat that no more. Like just let them talk. Don't say it no more. You got to stick to your storyline that it is what it is. And but reading the mother statement, it really sounded like she was practicing this amongst them ladies. It really did. It was very weird. It was very, very weird. And I am rooting for Dr. Wendy. I am a Dr. Wendy fan. I am rooting for her, but it seems like they tongue ties her. When they get her together, she cannot get them all at one time. She have not conquered that yet of shutting them down all at one time. She just go to rambling off and saying just anything, you know what I'm saying? And she try to beat them to the narrative. She tries to read, but by her repeating what her mother said, that wasn't a good look to me. It really, really did fit the storyline what they are trying to create. What did you guys think about that? What did you guys think about Wendy's mom? What she posted about Mia, and on last week episode they were saying Mia's been going through so much since her and Wendy been having beef. Girl, like I'm like Wendy, no, don't do that. Don't do that no more. Okay, and moving along, that was just about it. They showed yeah, and that's what I was saying. I was in the comments, I was just like, this is their storyline. They are going to run with Wendy mother being practicing voodoo for however long that they possibly can until people just get tired of talking about it. That is their storyline. The girl Nika really doesn't have a storyline other than trying to get pregnant. I do think that she is riding Wendy's wave. I don't think Wendy is threatened by her at all. I really feel like Wendy is a confident woman. I just feel like she needs to get it together where she can knock them all down with one punch. So that's what she needs to practice on. When they all come together and get on her, she kinds to fold, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all, that she folding, like she can't shut them down. So what are you guys thought? What are you guys thoughts? Okay, so we're going to move along with that was Real Housewives of Atlanta season 8, episode 5. And the ratings is they're not in the higher, they're not in the millions yet. So they still got to get. I haven't even been checking the ratings on that because they're not even interested. Married to Medicine. Let's recap. Moving along to Married to Medicine, season 10, episode 5. And I really didn't even. I really didn't even. Um, go through the whole episode. I fast forward through some of it because it was just not interesting to me at all. We've been talking about the part where Dr. Simone and her husband were talking about the boys moving back. They just went over that last episode. It's nothing changed to that. So that was just like the same storyline. The difference is he just moved home and they was talking about go ahead and finalize getting him an apartment and different things of that matter. Recapping some of their all the kids, the boys' younger birthdays and different things like that. So I didn't even notate on that part. I skipped through that. But let's talk about Quiet and Phaedra talking about Heavenly been friends with Sweet Tea. Quiet and Phaedra. The first scene coming on that I started recording on, which is Quiet and Phaedra, when Phaedra went over to Quiet's home. And Dr. Heavenly, Phaedra looked the cute in her little jean suit, her little jean romper. And another thing is Phaedra is bringing the fashions this season. I could say that. She's bringing different looks, different hairstyles. She's bringing the labels. She's definitely bringing the fashion. Now, the show being pre-produced to me, they are moving into like produced scenes to me, like especially that Quiet rising out of the casket. That was just like, oh god, like girl, are you kidding me? But if it makes for good TV, I don't know. You tell me. Do y'all think that was good TV? But let's go ahead. Quiet and Phaedra talking at Quiet arrives at. I mean, Phaedra arrives at Quiet House talking about Dr. Hebney, she was saying how Phaedra was saying how Hebney was happy to see Quiet, how she greeted her, and Quiet agreed, was like, yes, Dr. Hebney gave me such a big greeting when she did see me and different things like that. And she was saying that, her and Dr. Hebney fall out and they make up, and Dr. Hebney looks at Quiet as her little sister and different things in that matter. So at this time, they talk Dr. Hebney right up. Dr. Heavily raised the doorbell. I could say that Dr. Heavily stepped up her wardrobe as well. It's not my choice of wardrobe, but it's better than what she has been. She slimmed down. She lost a bit much of weight, and she looks good. She got looked like she have a new style hairstylist as well. When the coin come, you upgrade, and it seems like from season to seasons, they are evolving and upgrading into a celebrity status. Um, with that being said, they were over at Quiet's home, and Quiet was telling Dr. Heavily that, she was kind of pissed off. She thought that she was her friend, and yes, that was a mess, sister. Hey, girl, that was such a mess. But yes, Dr. Heavily was saying, Quiet was telling Dr. Heavily that, that she thought that they were sisters, they were good friends. And here it is, she pops up and she sees a picture of Quiet and Sweet Tea. And Quiet like, well, girl, where is the loyalty? But I mean, child, you're divorced and life goes on. Like, it is what it is. But Quiet felt like Dr. Heavy was being friends with Sweet Tea and different things like that. So, that's I guess that what they beef was about. Also, I just feel like Quiet, like I feel like Quiet is good for the show, but her and Phaedra just really don't fit. Like they are not married to Medicine. Phaedra boyfriend is so fake, and we never see him yet. When we did see him, he was doing Big Papa type of thing. Cover his face up. He's very very private and different things to that man. And I don't understand if he's a single man, why would he be private? And he's married to Medicine. You can use married to Medicine to promote your practice and your business and different things in that manner. So I didn't understand that when they did do that, but we never met Phaedra's doctor boyfriend yet. So we're still waiting on that. Now, far as Quiet and Heavily, I just think that, that was just a conversation that they were having, trying to make something out of it. But I don't think too much of it. But I also don't think that Quiet is really the girl's friends. I think that Quiet is friends with benefits when the cameras is rolling, because it does not seem like they have an authentic sisterhood. It doesn't seem like they are dealing with quiet once the cameras go down. They're not communicating. They're not dealing with quiet. I don't know if that's a part of her, coming back in the storyline, because they have this have happened quite a few seasons that I paid attention to that each time that they are saying, well, basically we ain't heard from quiet. We ain't quiet real sister and da 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 da. So yeah, I personally don't even think that they are real friends off of the camera, but yeah, that was that conversation. So moving forward past that, because that was kind of interesting to me. But like I said, I really didn't notate on the whole episode, because some things I just fast forward through, because it was not even, it didn't even catch my eye. So then they goes along to talk about, oh yeah, let's get to this. At Quiet House, also with Dr. Heavenly Phaedra and Quiet, they go to discussing Sweet Tea's and Dr. G's wedding. And Phaedra was just like, everything she said was just so shady. But yeah, and she will go on to say, like, she looked around the room and said, oh, these curtains is wrinkled. But I'm not gonna lie, y'all, when they showed the curtains, I said, well, they at least could have steamed the damn curtains. They were so wrinkled. Okay, and for him to call back and charge additional $14,000, that them curtains should have been steamed and falling correctly on that wall. They was wrinkled, and it was very noticeable as well. So I'm not going to take that away from Phaedra. She was telling the truth about that. And I would, if I was Dr. Gregory and Sweet Tea, I would have a problem with that, because that was tacky. Um, yes, and they was just saying quiet, like, oh girl, there was no ice sculptures, there was no waterfalls, and Dr. Heaven, like, girl, it was so fast. Oh, Dr. Head, they is so shady, girl, when they is not, and when they ain't around one person, they're dogging that one. When they ain't around this person, they dogging that one. And they were so shady to poor little Sweet Tea. But I'm not gonna lie, Sweet Tea is growing on me. I kind of like Sweet Tea. I really do. Yeah, but they were saying that what's that friendship had to leave, take ownership. Oh, and they was just saying, Quad Phaedra was saying that Quad just never humbles herself. She doesn't take ownership or accountability for anything that she does. And we'll see that once they get to the funeral home, which we're moving forward, we're moving on to. Phaedra has a butler. Okay, so then the next scene I documented was Phaedra and her butler and her driver. Phaedra goes around, and this cat woman look, Whitney Houston look, big frames, oversized label frames, label scarves, black coat and black out, black vehicle, butler and driver dressed in black. They all was blacked out, and they go from door to door, dropping with a briefcase, opening up to invitation to this funeral home disaster to me. Okay. I just can't believe these people. Listen. I cannot believe these people made a scene out of a casket roller in, going to a funeral home, and then having a repast, girl, with some collard greens, fried chicken, macaroni cheese, and some hot water bread. Not cornbread, hot water bread. I just felt out. It was something like St. Paul, like, girl, like after church, like, I just couldn't get over that scene. Like, I really couldn't. I just could not believe that they were performing at the funeral home. Like, you cannot. That Phaedra is a mess, honey. Do you hear me? Phaedra is earning her check, girl. But that scene right there, they could have kept that. Okay. But baby, let's get into the funeral home scene, because nothing else was worth talking about to me. Congratulations to and I think that's the next episode. But congratulations to Dr. Heavenly daughter getting accepted into FM. I'm at FAMU. That is a great accomplishment. So we're always going to celebrate Black excellence. Yeah. So okay. So moving forward to the funeral home, Toya House next. Oh, Toya House next. Okay, I did document about Toya House. Let me see. Janessa said, I like how Dr. Jackie said this could have been a phone call or email. Cause they just so overquiet. They are so overquiet, honey. They are so overquiet. And word on the curve is they refuse to film with quiet moving forward. When the next episode coming, they're going to Napa Valley, and wine tasting and different things like that. And I think they sent quiet off. Is word on the curve. I'm hearing is that was the last time they had filmed with quiet. They had once they got to Napa Valley. This just word on the curve. I don't know if y'all know that or not, honey, but that's just exclusive. They said that Quad they forced her off the show. That's what I'm hearing. But anyway, all this is allegedly as well. Anyway, they go over to Toya House. Toya has a couple girls over, Dr. Simone and Sweet Tea. And again, like I said, I am really liking Sweet Tea. I'm Sweet Tea is growing on me. But anyway, they goes over to Toya House for energy IV. Sweet Tea said that she was literally drained and stressed out due to the wedding, so she was in energyless. She really didn't have any energy, and she just was tired. So the Toya, Dr. Simone, and Sweet Tea gets over to Toya House, having some cocktails and got the IV going, and they're discussing, how was Sweet Tea vacation. I mean, her honeymoon and different things like that. Sweet Tea has shared with them that she didn't have sex on her honeymoon until the third day. Also, she was saying that she was on her monthly, her woman, the duties had came down and different things in that matter. So, and Dr. Simone knew, like, well, girl, why didn't you have sex with your husband on your honeymoon and different things like that? So they breezed through that. Let me see what else they discussed. Hadden's third honeymoon because she was on her monthly explained to her that the stress. Oh, Dr. Simone was explaining to her that the stress is not good for her and she's trying to get pregnant. She was telling her the stress is not good for her and she's trying to get pregnant. And, the doctors kicked in and started giving her a consultation basically on, what to do and what not to do, basically, if she's attempting to start a family. And Sweet Tea was saying that she would like to start the family right away. Also, they went to talk about Phaedra and these guys making these invitation deliveries. And as they were saying they realized that Sweet Tea was not invited. And they like, well, Sweet Tea ain't invited. Is it going to be something for choir? And that's what Dr. Simone said. And Toya like, well, if it was going to be something for choir, why would she send me an invitation? Anyway, they agree upon Sweet Tea crashing the event. And that's what happened. Next thing, moving forward is Sweet Tea crashing the event. They all next thing was they all were being driven to the funeral home. Black out once again. They was black out, black out. Phaedra is coming with her 187 murder was the case that they gave her, honey. Okay, because she is not playing with this jet black funeral black. Okay, so yes, they are driving to the funeral home, and one vehicle is Dr. Heavily, Dr. Jackie, and Dr. Heavily, Dr. Jackie, and Dr. Heavily, Dr. Jackie, and who was the third person? I don't know. It'll come back to me. But the next vehicle was Sweet Tea, Toya, and Dr. Simone. So they arrive to the funeral home. So they are in the funeral home trying to figure out what is it that they are here for. Okay. So they get to talking about different things and they just trying to figure out what is they here for. So Phaedra comes being ushered in. And this black wedding veil along with a black sequin suit and blonde hair, fire red lips. That Phaedra, honey, is a mess. So Phaedra goes up to the front and start talking to the girls, telling them what they're there for, and she said, Sweet Tea, you was not invited, but moving on, Sweet Tea's there, so they're going to accept Sweet Tea being there. Phaedra is so shady. Phaedra is definitely so looking for a moment. Each time, anytime Phaedra come on camera, she is looking for a moment. Okay. Phaedra is wants to make Married to Medicine the Phaedra show, honey. She's producing these scenes and everything else. And I'm just like, girl, okay. Really, Phaedra, like really, girl, like really. Okay, I just this funeral, I just feel like they should not mock the dead. That is just my personal opinion, But anyway, Phaedra's up here talking, telling them why they're there, and here comes Qua pops up out of this casket. Okay, the guy. No, I'm moving too fast. They rolls Qua into the casket. Dr. Heavily said because they slipped over to one of her confessionals, said that's the reason why she became a dentist because she does not like the dead. She's not interested in dead bodies and different things like that. And why do they have her at the funeral home? Well, anyway, they rose the casket and Dr. Heavily looks freaked out. A few of them looks freaked out and they put the casket in the front. They opened the casket and the casket reads Mother on it. Okay. Mother, Mother, Mother Quads. Quad pops up out the casket dressed. This is why I say these scenes are so produced because the next episode, they say Quad is literally blackballed out of the group. But so anyway, Quad jumps up out of this casket like, girl, she does this on every season. Remember last season she did the scene about her new house. She bought a beautiful home and her house is really nice. But you know how she is unstoppable and different things in that matter. So this is what Quiet jumps out the casket. And she says they are there to bury all of the pettiness and the bull. They're not interested, and she's not interested in participating in the pettiness and the bull. And she went through each individual lady. And as she went through each individual lady, she started off with Jackie, with Dr. Jackie. And Dr. Jackie said, honey, listen, we had to do all of this for Quad that she just could have, like Janessa said, Quad just could have made a phone call or an email. This is not that serious. And Dr. Jackie said Quad, she didn't have a problem with Quad. So they moved on to Dr. Heavily. Dr. Heavily said, no, I don't have no problem with Quad, but my problem is with Sweet Tea. And Dr. Heavy is a straightforward person, very direct. She's going to speak it like she said, and it's just going to come out, ignorant or not. She's going to say it. So Dr. Heavy goes on to say, I don't have a problem with Quad. My problem is with Sweetie. I don't understand why am I taken off the list? Why am I being denied entry to your wedding? And I don't understand what the problem is. And Sweetie said, look, you was talking about me and my husband, da 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 da. And here it is, because Dr. Heavy puts this perfect marriage out with her and Daddy, okay, and said that you just was telling me how you had to go upside Daddy head with a frying pan. And what did she say that for? Thank God they wasn't in the church and they was just at a funeral home because Heavy, honey, used every type of curse word possible. Look here, I just can't believe Heavily, honey. Heavily just, oh, she just, she just, oh, I'm lost of words. With Dr. Heavily, she's off the chain. She's off the meat rack. She said, listen here, little girl, don't make me whoop your ass. I don't say anything about Daddy. And she just went on, and Sweet Tea like, oh God, and Heavily just did not stop. So that was Heavily moment. Each time and each episode, Heavily and Quad and Phaedra is rushing to see who's going to get the best moment for the episode. As you see, Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone really is like fallback characters. They just play their position and they feed off of the other girls. The women of the show and who is aiming for the star power is Dr. Heavily, Quad, and Simone. I'm sorry, Quad and Phaedra. Toya, mm, she's just she's just there to me. She have her beef is with Quad. You know, I just don't think she has a really good storyline. Also, I feel like Toya tries to make friends with anybody that she thinks that is against Quad. You know, so that beats her storyline. You know, it's really not that interesting. Um, um, Sweetie is the woman of the hour. For each and every episode, Sweetie is the woman of the hour. Okay, they is making a storyline. Right, Janessa agrees. They is making a storyline out of Sweet Tea, and Sweet Tea is going to end up the fans' favorite. I guarantee you that. Also, I really believe that Sweet Tea and Dr. G will be a good spinoff. You know, because Sweet Tea seems like she has such this big family when the wedding came, you know, this interesting family. And her and that sister just they are very entertaining. Okay. Sweet Tea and that twin sister. Not only that, word on the curve, did y'all know this? Okay. Word on the curve is the sister really was trying to cover for Sweet Tea. You know, she was trying to tell Sweet Tea to when they her and Sweet Tea got into it and Sweet Tea had that outburst. uh the sister was trying to say to Sweet Tea, take Johnny off of the phone call off of um, speaker so everybody couldn't hear her business. She was trying to cover for her. And Sweet Tea was just so worked up and so stressed out and under pressure of this wedding that she didn't understand what her sister was saying. But that's the word on the curve that I heard around from a few blogs. Michelle over at ATLE, she had did interview with Johnny, the event planner, because you know Johnny is really the event planner from Candy's Coming to America wedding. Remember, he sued Candy for the production of the wedding, and Phaedra was his attorney. This is why Candy really dislikes Phaedra. If y'all didn't know that, who Johnny was, the party event planner. Johnny is really from working with the Candy Cola Clique, and also Johnny ended up suing Candy, and all this is allegedly, but Johnny ended up suing Candy and receiving a settlement. It was it's disclosed. It was not for. It was a sealed. Um, it was a sealed decision on their case. But Johnny ended up, and all this is allegedly again, but word on the streets is Johnny ended up winning his case and winning a settlement for Candy for, you know, underpayment of his work hours, you know, it was a labor law um, lawsuit. So Phaedra, you remember Phaedra represented Johnny in this lawsuit, and well, Phaedra didn't represent Johnny. Phaedra led Johnny into the right direction for someone to represent him, and all this was recorded on Real Housewives of Atlanta. This was when it was becoming the demise of Candy and Phaedra friendship. But yes, that's who Johnny is for. So remember they were saying Johnny came over here being crooked with Phaedra and made the phone call about the additional $14,000 that was needed for Dr. G and Sweet Tea's wedding. But you know, they did address that on the interview with Michelle Brown as well. He stated that Phaedra had nothing to do with him with the job with Dr. G and Sweet Tea being there party planner and coordinator for their wedding. What did you guys think? Did y'all know that about Johnny, that he was originally from the RHOA? Also, let me see what else I have here. Here they go ushering in and states that Sweet Tea wasn't invited. Quad said they go bury the Quad said they go bury the penniless and get into a heavenly ghost. Oh, yeah, I said Heavenly goes off on Sweet Tea. Yeah, so that was just about that, you know. Next, like I said, it looks like next episode coming up is going to be more about Dr. Heavenly daughter being accepted into her college. She's going away. Um, and just more about Sweet Tea. More about attacking Sweet Tea and her marriage and different things like that. But if that was me, I wouldn't share so much with Sweet with if I was Sweet Tea, I wouldn't share so much. Dr. Heavy is not the person to talk about anything that you're going to. She uses your downfalls for her come up. She takes it right over to her YouTube channel and she discusses exactly what you done. She did went through that with Contessa and her husband tried to destroy them people marriage, okay, on her YouTube channel. And Contessa was confined into her as a girlfriend. Dr. Heavy definitely is not a good girlfriend. She's there to play her position and like I said, have a moment each time she comes on camera. Moving along, we're going to go ahead and move along off of that, and we're going to tap in on the new allegations against Diddy. And Diddy did come out with a statement today as well. Hold on, let me pull that up because it it seemed like people was coming out of the woodwork with all type of allegations against Diddy. So this is what Diddy's statement was today. Well, the new let's go over the new allegations and then we'll go over his statement. The new allegations is a picture from a lawsuit where the woman claims Diddy gang raped her when she was 17 at a studio. Okay, and they have a picture with this woman sitting on Diddy's lap, and his son looked just like him, like literally. Also, it says, "Oh my God, women accuses Diddy and two other men of gang raping her when she was 17. Says he made her squeeze his nipples because he could not have an orgasm." So these are the new allegations against Diddy. Is that from 1990? Some girl is stating that this happened to her. So Diddy puts out a claim, Diddy puts out a statement today and it says enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of these awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and the truth. Signed, Diddy Combs. Sean Diddy Combs. I'm sorry. Not signed, Sean Diddy Combs. What do you guys think? Like I said before, when we, oh my God, and I done did all of this and ain't put up none of that's what I'm telling you. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. But I ain't put up none of the banners I created, Jesus. Did he make statement? This is the banner. I didn't put up my Married to Medicine or other banners, but that's okay. Did he make statement? So here's my opinion on this. When we discussed this a couple weeks ago, I said to you all that there will be multiple allegations coming out about this man. Okay, this is what you can expect to happen for the next couple weeks, the next couple months, for how long I have no idea. But what I can tell you is that these are serious allegations. You never want to deny someone's experience, or abuse, what they were going through. You don't want to discredit these people or whatever. But that's the court of law. What happening is that this is being planned out for the opinion of the people instead of the court, because there are no court charges filed, no criminal charges filed against him as of today. Now, we just got to sit back and see what it's going to be. What is it going to be? Do you think this is the beginning of the end for Diddy? I said that a couple weeks ago. Do you think he can come back from this? It looks like him and Carissa is over. Young Miami. He was spotted in Miami over the weekend, jet skiing with another beautiful young woman, exotic woman. And that's what it is. My nose is running the stuff from this air. But yes, that's what it is. Excuse me. Also, yeah, so is this the beginning to the beginning of the end for Diddy? Let's all talk about it. Put your comments in the comments, please. Moving along to Krishan, Honey, and Blueface update. Krishan and Blueface update. Okay. Krishan and Jada had formed forces, and when I tell you, I'm just speechless. I don't know what's going on with these people. I'm trying to figure them out. But the good thing about it is to leave someone in suspense. Okay, that is the good thing about it. They definitely has me in suspense. Okay, what I can say is that Krishan, what the new allegations out about Krishan and Blueface is that Krishan went to the studio 4 a.m. Blueface pulls up to Krishan home, $2.9 million mansion in Cali, and takes his son. Now, prior to Blueface going here taking his son, Blueface had been saying that is not his child. I seen a video the other day with his manager Mac 100 telling him that he needs to get blood tests. Another guy is saying he's the father of this child. You just want to be for sure, etc., etc. So Whack 100. I'm sorry, I said Mac 100. Whack 100. Um, Also, so what happens is Blueface goes over to Krishan home 4 a.m. in the morning. Obviously, we all know what that was about. Okay. Krishan was not home. Her friend Marge was over there babysitting for her. Blueface goes in the house and say that he did an interview with Jason Lee over at Hollywood Unlocked, and said the reason why he took his son out of their home because he did not look like a Blueface baby laying there on this air mattress with Marge and her two children and their Blueface and Krishan baby, little Krishan Jr. He did not appreciate him laying on no air matches, etc. Now we all know he went in there because he know that Krishan was out doing whatever she was doing. She had a babysitter, adult there babysitting, so she was not violating any of uh, or neglecting her child or in breaking any laws. Um, Yes, and I think he just kidnapped, took the little baby. I'm not going to say kidnap because that's his child, but he just took the little baby out of anger, pissed off that Krishan was not there. You know, he went on like 4 o'clock in the morning. This is 4 a.m. in the morning. He's standing out here with a hoodie on his head. Myers standing out here with a hoodie on, and the baby is sitting there with a diaper and a sweatshirt on. So if you guys could imagine how cold the child was. Anyway, Blueface is telling this girl that, Krishan, she ain't nothing, and he's taking his son, and etc. etc. Anyway, allegations is Blueface beat up the babysitter, Krishan and Jada. Krishan and Jada comes on later on that day on live with themselves and Krishan niece and nephew in the car drunk, okay, under the influence of alcohol. Okay, together, Krishan and Jada have joined forces. I guess Jada said, if I can't beat them, I'm going to join them. Because it looks like Jada is trying to come to her senses and understand what it really is with Blueface. He's not taking her seriously, and she should not take him seriously at all. Okay, that engagement a couple weeks ago was all for attention. Okay, he expected Krishan to have a reaction to him proposing to Jada, and she did totally opposite. Moved on with her new boo, K Suave. Okay, so yes, it all ends up that Krishan and Jada end up going over to Blueface's house, destroying his home, and doing things of that matter. Krishan sobers up, come out with a statement, and she's becoming victim again. And I love Niece Krishan, but at this point, I don't know what to believe about these people. Okay, I am trying to understand what it really is, but at the end of the day, it just seems like they all are playing a game. Okay, and I think we are in their circus. Okay, I think that they are premeditated. These are produced scenes that is being presented to us, and I think that they are planning this. Like, I think this is a part of their hustle, honestly, because at this point, like, They all might as well just move it together, because it's crazy to me. Like, it really is. What is your guys' opinions on Krishan, Jada, and Blueface love triangle this week? And you can leave your comments here. I'm going to go ahead and put in the link if you guys would like to call in, and I'm going to make that available for you all. If that's something you choose to do, please call in. You do not have to be on camera or on you can be on audio only if that's what you choose to do. That is the link to call in if you choose to call in. If you would like to leave a comment in the comments, please leave one. Please like and share the video, please, if that's something you choose to do. I truly do appreciate you all. Again, I am appreciative of each and every last one of you all that takes your time out each week to join in and view the podcast. Also, the beginning of the year, there will be a set schedule. Honestly, I know I've been saying it forever, but I am going to get at a set schedule. I'm looking for the 7 to 8 o'clock, but a lot of shows are on between the 7 and 8 o'clock hour. A lot of shows that I watch myself. So that's why I have to find a great time that is suitable for myself and the viewers as well. So that's what I'm working on now. There will be a whole everything with the Lifestyle Envy podcast. So, yeah, that's what I'm working on now. I'm just here right now trying to build the channel up, build up more subscribers and supporters so I can present the show in a correct manner. Okay. And if you guys choose to call in, please call in. If not, I truly do appreciate you all. I'm going to go ahead and sit here for a few additional minutes and see if someone chooses to call in. And if not, I'm going to go ahead and close the show out. I truly do appreciate each and every person here that called tonight. That did view tonight. I've been kind of under the weather, guys. So, it's been kind of rough for me. But I'm here. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to be here on a weekly basis. So that's what we're going to make sure that everybody enjoyed their holiday weekend. We're approaching Christmas. I am so excited about Christmas, getting my tree up. I say every day I'm going to get it up, but it will be up by the end of this week. That's for sure. Oh, and what do y'all think about Ashanti expecting? We didn't talk about that. The rumors are out is that Ashanti is expecting her first child with Nelly. What do you guys think about that? Is there any opinions about that? I think it is so wonderful. Congratulations. Nelly is 49 years old, I believe. Ashanti is a little bit younger. Congratulations. They deserve it. And I'm happy for them. Y'all can catch me on a few other podcasts starting the new year. I'll be joining forces with multiple different podcasts. I'll be on, I'll be out, and I will be available. I'm just learning things. Oh, yes, I'm happy for them too, sister. Yes. I'm just taking time now to learn more about the industry that I am trying to break into. So I appreciate y'all patience. I really do. And I'm being very transparent with you all. I am trying to master this. Okay. So that's why I appreciate y'all working with me and doing what y'all doing, but I am educating myself. I am so excited. It's the holiday season. This is my favorite time of the year. Like, literally. I usually wear red all through the seasons, but I'm going to do sequins. I'm going to do some green. I'm going to do some reds. I'm going to enjoy the holiday season. I really, really love it. I usually drink me some white Russians as well. But today we're on the Coca-Cola. Has everybody started their Christmas shopping at least? I'm going to go ahead and close out the show. There's no call-ins. There's no um people, like I said, because you always can call in and you do not have to be on camera. You can be on audio. But again, I appreciate you all tuning in. Thank you guys, and I will be back next week to recap Real Housewives of Potomac and Married to Medicine and all the hot topics that goes on through the week. Thank you. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.